but yeah, I was their first ever MotoGP athlete.
Oh wow.
And I obviously, was always a big fan of Supercross and motocross, and kept myself within the circles and knew the people and riders, and they were a big Supercross management
Yeah.
company and agency along with other major sports. So yeah, I was quite honored to take on that role, and happy at the time, even though there were a lot of ups and downs with that whole thing. I mean, they had growing pains, and there was some stuff that happened throughout that whole thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, like career wise. But I mean, it's it's growing pains. It's people.
And when you take on a group like that, like how much of a say or a cut are they taking out of everything you're doing? Especially at that age where you're kind of
So
aware,
like
like I'm losing 30% of my income now because I
yeah,
got
so
this
it's
group.
like 15, 20%, and
Is that like a
a
going
lot of
rate now?
yeah, like yeah, that's like 15, yeah, 15 some 20, like, and but they had said, oh, with the connections, and we'll bring you in like crazy money,
Put you on a Wheaties box.
and they unfortunately it didn't happen that way. Like
Yeah.
I was extremely loyal to also all my sponsors that I've had. Like I've had since the very beginning. Like so I was fortunate to start with Alpine Stars. So I remained in Alpine Stars my whole career. I'm still Alpine Stars. They still support me and still, look after me entirely to this day. But I've never been in anything, well, except in the I rode Kushtani in with John
Oh yeah.
Ulrich, and but then yeah, from
Alpine Stars,
first
yeah.
year was Alpine Star in MotoGP and carried on, and then between Red Bull Monster, like it went literally from Red Bull to Monster. Like I negotiated the contract money, like 1 or 2 years. I was the one that negotiated my price
Oh
and
really?
my
At
salary.
like 18?
Yeah, well, yeah, what, 20, 21,
Okay.
22.
No
I
way.
negotiated like a lot of the salary because I knew the people. I was there. I was with them. I was,
Do you think you lost any
speaking
money
with
on
them.
that, or you did well?
No, I did well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was me. Like, the manager was still trying, but it was
Yeah.
me that got a better price than what he was able to get.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
So like, what's going from like 100,000 Red Bull to your first factory Suzuki contract, which I'm sure is significantly more in MotoGP?
yeah. So that was like, I don't know. I think I went up to, it was like, the beginning was like right around 800,000.
So you're almost a millionaire, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What is that? What's
So-
that like?
Jimmy
Yeah.
wants to be a millionaire real
Dude,
bad every day. We
yeah.
talk about it.
Dude, we want to be millionaires.
Yeah.
Tell us what it's like.
No, it's yeah. I mean, it's good. Like it's yeah. It was just, but everything, man, everything, all my money, like I put it back into my family.
Yeah.
So that first year, 18, I bought my mom a house. So I bought, which is just sadly recently become mine again. Because she passed away like a couple years ago. But yeah, that was one of the first things I did was I bought my mom a house. So it had like the main house on the property, had a guest house, which my girlfriend and I, Desiree, still used to live in, and then like a massive garage on the side. Drop my phone there, but
Do you need it?
no, it's all good. But yeah, we yeah, it was good. Like I
Were you aware of like like, did it hit you that you went from where you were in life, like not very long before that to that point? Was it, or were you just like so focused on racing?
yeah, just so focused on the racing that it was just kind of it's just a whirlwind, man. Like, and you're
Are you spending
because
a
you're
lot
never.
too?
Yeah, I was like at the time,
'Cause you
like
just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
I would spend a lot, on the cars, and had nice cars and M3s and Bentleys and like a bunch of stuff, and
Yeah.
like, but you're only home for like ever. Like
Yeah.
I would only ever be home for I don't know 2-3 weeks, like 4 weeks, and then you're off again. So it's just like this. You're constant. your life is on the road. Your life is out of a
Yeah.
suitcase basically, and you're just kind of in the whirlwind with the people you know in the paddock, and you got to make those relationships with the people in the paddock basically. Like they become your kind of family then, there. And it's funny. So you don't really put a lot of focus into much else, and just racing and what you got to do, and you don't really have that time. And so every time during that off season, like I would do anything but racing. Like I would pull myself out entirely, and I'd try and do as much motocross as I could, and just kind of get myself out, to not burn out. And the sad thing is most of the off seasons were spent with surgery. So that's why I have like now 42 operations.
Whoa.
So yeah, I've had 42
nuts.
operations, because I'd have in sometimes 2 to 3 surgeries for, broken ankle, broken collarbone, broken wrist. I'd get the metal in, and then, whatever, at the end of the surgery, at the end of the year, metal out.
Right.
So it was metal in, metal out, metal in, metal out. So most surgeries accumulated up in upwards of 2 per year.